interesting right here. Got firefighters supporting Jerry Brown.
On behalf of our students, faculty, staff, the whole San Diego State community, I want to welcome you all and extend a special welcome to the Honorable Jerry Brown, California Attorney General. We are especially honored to have such a dedicated public servant on our campus. Attorney General Brown has devoted his life to the public good. It pleases me that he has this opportunity to see in your faces the future leaders of California. When rocky budget times come, we hope that he will remember how important funding higher education is to fuel the economy of California that this state so desperately needs. We Americans are hard on our elected officials, especially this year. But I have worked with elected officials in 4 states, and I can assure you from personal experience that with a few isolated exceptions, they are hardworking, honorable public servants. They are doing their part. Now it's up to us. And in particular, that means we've got to vote. If you care about K-12 education, if you care about the environment, then get out there and vote. And if you don't vote, then don't pretend you care. It is now my pleasure to introduce Laura Schofield, Associated Students, Vice President for External Affairs, who has a junior majoring in criminal justice with a minor in political science. Laura.
Thank you, Laura. My name is Marty Block. I represent the 78th Assembly District, which includes San Diego State, right in the heart of the district. And students, we've got to get students out to vote. Among my responsibilities in the Assembly is the responsibility of being higher education chair. And I can tell you, no one will be better for higher education than Governor Jerry Brown. I have the privilege of recognizing some of the elected officials who are up here today. So I'll call their name. You can wave when I call your name. First, we have Senator Chris Kehoe. Senator Denise Ducheney. Assemblymember Mary Salas. City Council Member Todd Gloria. San Diego City School, they like Todd. San Diego City School Board Member President Richard Barrera. School Board Member Sheila Jackson. Candidate for County Board of Supervisors Stephen Whitburn. The head of the San Diego Central Labor Council, Lorena Gonzalez. The chair of the San Diego County Democratic Party, Jess Durfee. And the chair of the Port Commission, Scott Peters. Let me just say, for 8 years prior to getting into the Assembly, I was president of San Diego's Community College Board, and Jerry Brown started as a community college trustee. How many of you are community college students or were community college students one time or another? We know how important community colleges, four-year universities are to the future of our state, and that future will get a boost if Jerry Brown is elected. So let's hear it for Jerry! 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 And now it's my pleasure to turn it back to one of the people who will be a beneficiary of Jerry Brown's governorship, and that is AS Executive Vice President for External Affairs, Laura Schofield. Laura.
I know standing it can be tiresome, so I won't bore you with a long speech, but I do want to just tell you how grateful I am that you're so activated, you're participating, and you're going to make this. Thank you. I see you make it so easy. I didn't say anything, and you're already applauding. So maybe I just better stop now. Just enjoy the plaudits. Anybody know what a plaudit is? Oh yeah. Well, see, when I went to school, I studied Latin and Greek, so I have a very big vocabulary. But I'm not going to use it on you. But it's great. I sense the enthusiasm, the interest around the state. I noticed in the surveys, which is a very good point, that Democrats are more excited about their candidates than the Republicans are about their candidates. It is exciting, but it can also be tedious and boring and frustrating and irritating at the same time, because it's like life itself. And politics is about, who gets what, when, and how. That's kind of the big abstraction. And we have so many different people claiming so many mutually incompatible things. And so what the legislators have to do, and what the governor has to do, is sift through all this stuff and figure out what's best for California, what's best for our future. And because we still have a great state. People say it's not governable and all that kind of stuff. It's not true. California is one of the most prosperous, beautiful places in the whole world. And even though there's a huge huge gap between what's being spent and what's being received by way of tax revenue. Still, the state is very wealthy. Last year, the accumulated wealth in 12 months, or what they call the gross state product, was about $1.8 trillion. 1.8 trillion, we got 38 million people. That's more than you're going to see in Canada or Australia or most of the countries of the world are not as wealthy as California. So what our challenge is to spend this money, whether we're in private or public life, and do the best we can. And we have to be efficient and creative and thoughtful, and that's really what the essence of what California is. We're an imaginative place, the very name of California. You know, I'm not going to tell you where that name came from, but you should know. And by the way, there's still a little dispute. People aren't quite clear, actually, where the name came from. There's a certain mystery and mystique. And that's why so many people come here, not just because of the name, but the name symbolizes opportunity. It symbolizes beauty, imagination, something different. And that's why people, immigrants, people from other states, other countries, they want to be here. And they want to come to the State College, State University. We changed the name. We did. But, and by the way, in that campaign, I really want to make sure that your educational opportunity is protected. I don't want to see any qualified person kept out of the university.